it's new IP from Nintendo for a while now with some of our reviews. And, well, we've just seen a lot of Mario. So looking at a game called Splatoon looked really interesting when we first saw it at E3. You were not on board with it at all. I was, because I thought it looked really cute. I love this whole idea of just moving around an arena and shooting ink at friends, which doesn't sound very nice. But jumping into this game, it actually is.
It took some convincing for me, you know, and I got a chance to go down to Nintendo and check this out a couple of months ago, and I had a really good time. It was really fun. But the idea of making a sort of family-friendly shooter when I play so many, you know... Non-family-friendly shooters that are AAA entertainment, that have unbelievable production values and are
Don't tell me
so
you're going to do the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare thing to me again.
Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies, I felt that, especially with that game last year. But Splatoon, I think, because Nintendo has labored and really worked hard and spent a lot of money and a lot of energy in building just a finely crafted, finely tuned, super fun game that almost, it is a shooter in the general sense of the word, but it stands kind of apart. It's like the most perfect squirt gun video game ever imagined, with some pretty fantastic mechanics in terms of navigating through environments. I love the idea of being able to zip down into this little squid-like form and use the paint that you've created all over the place.
To move around quickly and to hide.
It's fantastic.
And to also suck back up the ink, because you run out of ink when you shoot it. Of course you're going to run out of ink. Why wouldn't you in your little ink pack?
So
I love that.
That one activity creates 3 very necessary ways for you to advance in the game. But there are all kinds of incredible and ingenious, you know, attacks. There's secondary attacks in there, things that you will find. Bazooka paint things will hit you.
Ink bombs, love all of that.
The big whale sort of scream type thing that just shatters across the screen. There's rail guns with ink.
All of these things you need to work toward, though, which is what is so great about this game, that it keeps you coming back for more because you want to keep progressing. There's a whole hub here that you're jumping into, and you're seeing people from around the world in this hub shooting
at... Kind of remind me of Mod Nation Racers a little bit.
It does a little bit, but it also is just reminiscent of the actual Wii U home. It's the hub at home that you see as soon as you go into your home screen. It's just like that, but you're going into this world now where just these little inklings are.
It's called Inkopolis?
Inkopolis, and I love all of that. There's just so many little hubs. There's a lot of charm there, and you feel like you're jumping into this little world, and the way the characters speak to one another, it's all like Animal Crossing-esque.
And a lot of fishy witticisms, a lot of squid and octopi type discussion. And so multiplayer is super fun. That is definitely the core of the experience, and Nintendo's got a real plan here to kind of keep doling out maps and different modes and things like that. I think this game has got a long tail. I think it's super fun. We have yet to see, though. We haven't been playing this thing for months.
No, and we haven't been playing it while it's been out there with the whole world.
And that is absolutely the judge of a title like this, is how much it gets adopted. But I have to say, the single-player game is super cool too. I love it's almost like training missions. You have to go through all of these really Ratchet and Clank kind of feeling type levels where you're shooting at different, like one thing for example is you shoot sponges and they expand out, and then you can swoop up on them and take leaps, and there's ledges to fall off of and bosses to fight.
To go up,
And it's beautiful. This is a cool looking game, great mechanics, great style. It's definitely not what I was expecting. I really am addicted to Splatoon.
Maybe Victor Lucas likes the cutesy shooters after all.
You know what? I like great games, and this is one. I'm giving Splatoon an 8.5 out of 10.
It's a great score. It's an 8.5 for me as well.